Hello and welcome to South Australia, Adelaide, for the last game of the round between the Melbourne Storm and the Brisbane Broncos. The regional game for Melbourne being chosen to play here at Adelaide Oval, this brilliant ground. And a great clash as it normally is between these two sides tonight. I'm Will Kay, the Commissioner and Storm Captain, joined in the commentary box by the Broncos Captain, Anthony McDonald. How are we feeling for this one? I'm nervous. I'm sure you are too.
Oh, I am nervous tonight, Will. We've had some fun matches in the past, the Storm and us. But me, when I was back at the Broncos, we won back in season 6, and you won back in season 7. So this is a fun game for the both of us to see who comes out on top so far.
Yeah, and it's going to be, it's a pretty important game for you, isn't it, this week? Anthony, isn't it? Is this what would determine whether you can make finals or not, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, for us, it's win every game for the rest of the season and hope that we can claw back some of our deficit, or that's it. If we lose tonight, that's it for us for the finals chances.
Well, I'll try not to sound too jolly in case anything does happen tonight, but no promises. It's going to be Corey Bell taking the hit up there. It's running straight at Caleb Jeff against his former side, and just a very beloved member of the Storm and his time here. He's really made a name for himself this season at the Broncos. He's played some really good footy over there. As now it's TBK, spreading it to Blake Harris. Driven back in the tackle, and it's Simon Hunt joining there with Anthony McDonald. As Thorne goes to Kay for the early kick. It's a bit of a shank there, and it will be collected by Rakamanu on the wing. He'll step one, but be brought down by Corey Bell. And that is a good run there from Rakamanu.
Yeah, a good early attempt. Oh, as we hit off the ball and the Storm have the ball again. Kay picking up the crumbs and working his way back up to the 40.
Yeah, but a smart play there, calculated as Corey Bell. A risky pass out to him as he's brought down. That's going to be the second. Going out to the right now, it's Blake Harris linking up with Kay. He goes out to Trayvon Takahu, holds the ball on there. It's quite a brisk night tonight in Adelaide. Snicko, how are the crowd down there?
For Adelaide, baby, let's go. They're coming out tonight and they're ready to party. A few of them have already asked me where we're going after the game, and of course, you think I'm here to sideline commentate. I'm actually here to wine and dine both of these sets of players and see who I can sign for next season.
A strategic trip there, and not costing you a dime at all there, Snicko. Quite smart from you, as it's going to be a kick out to Dylan Sharp. He steps McKinnon, but brought down by Bell. And the Storm getting the ball down this opposite end here.
Yep, a good attack there from the Storm, and some good defence there for us as Amac makes his way up the field and plants himself there to play it on the second. Not what you want to see so far early in the match, is it, Will?
No, not a good start there for Melbourne. Corey Bell just giving away a penalty. A bit too long in the tackle, and the referees made the intention clear for this match of what the expectation is on the big breakaways. Hopefully no more of that tonight.
I think the players must be feeling how brisk it is out there. A bit of loose ball playing, a little bit of errors here and there, and they're feeling a little bit apprehensive, almost as apprehensive as we are. Short, they're playing it for the second. Oh, trying a little trick play there.
Oh.
Not sure what's happened there, but Edwards somehow ended up with the ball. Oh, Short pushing his way forward, and Riley Murray getting around the ankles to stop him from being able to charge over. Jeff can't really get too far. Passing it out. Small little kick, and we just get there. Nielsen wraps up the ball, but defense holds him in the dead zone.
Yeah, interesting there from Sonny Tyre. His eyes must be painted on him. A short dropout. I've never seen that one before, but now it's going to go to Jeff, and he will peel through. The Broncos with a real chance here.
And that was a really weird pass back on the inside, shaping up to run towards the sideline and then almost flicking it back on the inside. So it's going to be a very interesting night so far from the looks of things, as Bakers takes a little hit up to settle it on, playing it there for the third. Oliver out to Edwards, back out to Brown, and he steps around and he's in. Brown starting in the centre, first try of the night.
Yeah, good stuff there from Zachary Brown. He's just found his spot in the centres for the moment, and he's playing some good footy for the Broncos. Good try there to get the points opened in this game here in Adelaide tonight.
Yeah, Brown started with the Eels last season at the beginning when a couple of the Eels dropped off. Started as a rookie, came straight into the SRL and has been working his way straight for us all season, mostly as a bench centre this season, but with the departure of a couple of people here and there, he's made his way as a starting centre and he's really coming into his chops as TBK is setting up to kick down.
Yeah, I gotta say, I love the look that Zachary Brown has. I mean, he just really looks like a Broncos player with the mo and the slicked back hair. He's kind of reminding me a bit of Patrick Carrigan for some reason. I'm not too sure why. But yeah, he's really giving me a bit of a Broncos vibe.
Oh, and you got to love the handlebar stash. Not enough handlebar stashes out there. I think we need to bring that back like the mullets come back, Will.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not.
No. Maybe not. As Jeff works his way over the 40-metre line, playing it there for his third. Oliver out to Sharp, working his way back into the 11 jersey for tonight. Fourth plays. Making his way through the line, plays starting tonight as a fullback, and the Eels. There's a bit of a Freudian slip there for you, Will.
Yes, that's going to be Maverick Oldfield on the kick return, stepping one and brought down. It feels like it's been an age since the Storm have had the ball in any regards, as now it's going to be Kay absolutely folded there by AMAC and dropping the ball. The Storm under the pump again here.
Little bit of a commentator's curse, unfortunately, there as Edwards passes out to Brown. But Brown doesn't get anywhere, muscled back to play it there just shy of the 20. Sharp out to short back on the inside. Hunt hits it up. Good post-contact meters, plays it there for his 10. Edwards out to Bakers, but he can't set it any further. Some strong Storm defence there, playing it for the third. Short. AMAC hit off the ball, but Edwards picks it up and he's turned over onto his back. Fourth tackle. No need to go up to the bunker there. Everyone could see that was knocked down. Oliver, Manu back on the inside to plays. No deal. Murray stopping that play happening. And we got a fifth tackle option. AMAC picks it up and he's over. Excellent play there from the half into the forward, and you love to see a prop score like that sometimes.
Well, I can't say I love to see a prop score like that, but there you go. Isaac Edwards just putting a little grubber kick in for his captain. It just finds behind the Storm defence, and the Broncos are going to be 2 tries up here. I don't think many people saw this coming, but here it is in Adelaide Oval. And the Storm haven't had pretty much any of the ball. So an early mistake from Corey Bell and now one from Will Kay has really cost them.
And that's really what the Broncos need to get their foot in front of the game. The Storm have been an 80-minute side all season. There's a reason they're the grand finalists from Season 7, and there's a reason they're at the top of the field in Season 8. So the Broncos getting out to a lead. We might be 12 in front for the moment and quietly confident, but that is no definite win there so far. It's only 12 minutes in, and there's plenty of football left to play, Will.
Yeah, absolutely is. The Broncos racing the clock at the moment. As TBK prepares to kick off once more here, and the Storm need to do something and get in the face of the Broncos here to get back into this game and get some ball. This is going to be Will Kay with a tackle on Caleb Jeff, and they just pin him down this end, and maybe they can get the ball back in some good positioning. As they go out to the left, it will be Sonny Sharp.
How's the crowd tonight down there, Snicko? How are they doing so far?
Yeah, they're doing really well. I thought that in Adelaide we'd have a very pro-Melbourne side, but like a lot of the general population, we're a bit sick of the Storm, and that's what the crowd looks like tonight. I was actually following Will Kay's comments that Zach Brown just looks like a Broncos player. I was able to chase things up with a few of some family members that have travelled down, and they say he actually fancied himself a bit of a country singer, Zach Brown, and maybe that's why he fits with the Broncos, the horse riding, all that kind of thing. And I agree. Zach Brown in a Broncos jersey just looks right. A pair of jeans that fits just right, and scoring tries on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, Zach Brown, he looks like he wears a lot of ringers Western. As we'll go to the right now, it's Manu 5 Philly, giving it to Jack Jimmy. He'll be brought into touch, and the Broncos with a great bit of defense there. The Storm unable to capitalise.
Yeah, the Storm had a real chance there, Will. That was a hell of a shank there from Edwards for that 40-20 option, and for a while there it looked like the Storm were going in, but unfortunately for them, some lucky little defence there was able to keep them out, as the Broncos trying desperately to work their way out of the 20 now and not getting much of a chance there. Short playing it there on the 20. Nice little push there. Still hasn't made it to his 30 there yet, though. Playing it there for his third. Jeff breaks through the line. Can't get around Bill, though. Is forced to play it there for his 50, and that will take out the 40-20 issue that somehow seems to be plaguing teams this season, Will.
Yes, it will. As he's just playing the ball. Oliver goes up to Edwards for the kick, and Jack Jimmy on the kick return. Will he be able to step one? No, he won't get away from, I think that's Maliaki on that edge, and brought down the 20. The Storm, they have had very little quality ball, and they are finding it. They're struggling out there. I reckon they've had about 20% possession.
And it's weird because normally the Broncos, we give away all sorts of errors by now. So maybe there's some sort of magic in the team list we put together tonight, and maybe tonight's our night. But again, we've got 60 minutes left in the game, and TBK, handy little kick over the sideline there.
Not much going there from TBK. The 40-20 attempt was a bit, not quite the angle that was needed. Came off the side of the boot a bit, but not a terrible place to hand over the ball. The Storm just need to force an error somewhere, one way or another.
And the Storm, are they the best defensive side so far this season, Will?
No, that would be the Sharks. Storm are the second best defensive side.
Well, there we go. And with the second best defensive side, you got to come out with something special to be able to get through them. So the Broncos are going to have to keep bringing their A game, because we are not going to be able to get through that line very easily. Sharp out to Manu, who steps around one, back on the inside, gets around Bell, but Sharp can't get around that cover defense, which is great from the Storm there. Fourth tackle, Jeff onto McDonald. McDonald pushed to the 10, carrying it there for his fifth. We'll see what kicking options come through as the Broncos sort of pirouette around each other there. Baker's high up in the air, but Jimmy, safe hands, plays it there, just shy of the 10.
Yeah, big jump there from Jimmy, and got above the pack, securing the ball. That was well needed from him, so good stuff there. The Storm, once again, on their line, just letting a whole lot of meters go. And here's a big run from Logan, guys. That maybe will get them on the front foot. He breaks a tackle, offload here to Oldfield, but he'll be caught by Dylan Sharp, the former Storm player himself. That's the third now, as the Storm finally crossing the halfway line. As now it's James Thorne fending off one. Can he beat Justin Plays? Yes, he can for the line. He'll be brought down 5 away, though, as that's the fourth. The Storm heating up now. This is their first tackle within this opposition's 10, I believe, for the game, as Guys crashes over on his back. They'll have one more play here, the Storm, as they go fifth and last. The option goes out to Trey Montakahu. He puts it up high. No one chasing through, though, and an easy take there from Rakamanu.
And just goes to show, Will, when the Storm get their attack on, when they've got some good ball, they are one of the most dangerous teams in the comp. Almost getting across just then. As Bakers passes on the inside, Lillard working his way up to the 30 there to play it for his first. Slow play the ball. Baker's out to Sharp, taking a nice simple hit up, playing it there on his 40. Arkey, McEnroe, the props have come on. We got McEnroe on replacing Jeff, and we'll see the other prop coming on very shortly, maybe even this set. We're going the outside inside, and it does not work. The Storm coming up with it for the first just over the 50.
Yeah, Thorne picking off there, and he's having a good game in his last couple of minutes now. He's getting involved as he really needs to. He needs to lead from the middle and direct this team around, because they are struggling. It's going to be Maverick Oldfield very close to the sideline. I thought he stuck a foot out there But the referee says play on as he's brought down. 20 out from the opposition's try line. Guys, goes to Hopsgood. Ramping forward there and brought down. 13 away now. They go out to the right. It will be Blake Harris linking up with Will Kay. He'll take the settler. 10 metres out. 8 metres out. Pushing forward. Fifth and last. Where do they go? TVK on the right. They will use Blake Harris, though, on the left. Puts up the high ball. It's a cross-fielder. Who's going to be underneath it? Will it be Manu? No, it's Rika Manu, sorry. Taking the ball, not Manu Philly. And Battle of the Manus. Rika Manu gets above there.
And that's been 2 very dangerous attacking sets there from the Storm. The Broncos are holding out just at the moment, but if they keep having to deal with those sorts of attacks, it won't be long until the Storm work their way over the try line for theirs. As McEnroe plays it there, Sharp working his way up to the 40, playing it there for his second. Oliver goes out to Bakers, out to plays. Can't step around that time, can't really make it too far. The Storm muscling up in defence and keeping him from crossing the 50. Oliver fends one, works his way up to his 40. Had a good year so far with Oliver. One of the best hookers we have at the Broncos. The only hooker at the Broncos, so that's kind of how that works. But he's been great so far.
Liam Evans was pretty good when he played those couple games. He was impressive.
Yeah, for the first game when Oliver had to start off the bench, he was fairly decent.
Yeah, so he was quite good. As Hopsgood getting an offload on the inside there. Will Kay brought down in a gang tackle from McEnroe and Oliver as they go out to the left. Harris goes to McKinnon. He's driven back in the tackle. It's Edwards around the top. So that's the third now. The Storm need to get within this danger zone. Logan Guys driven back here, and the Storm, they've just hit a brick wall. They need someone to make a big run. It's going to go out to the left. It will be Corey Bell. Goes to Maverick Oldfield. He's going to step one down the sideline. Maverick Oldfield. He'll push forward here. Can the Storm get a kick in? It will be Lachlan McKinnon. Spits it out the right to Blake Harris. He'll put a big bomb up. Who's going to be underneath it? Will Kay's coming. A couple people are coming. It's Corey Bell in the air. Oh, but a miraculous tackle from Lillard. And the Broncos hold on again. The Storm unable to get the ball down.
Oh, the Storm are just getting closer and closer and closer. The Broncos better be careful because the next one of those comes through. You'd almost think that the Storm will be over as we get a risky pass out to Bakers. Playing it just shy of the half for his second. Manu.
Yes.
Smashed there. Oh, stay on your wing, the Storm say to Manu. As Edwards, long play out to place. Works his way. He does not pass it back on the inside to Edwards. He just takes up there. Edwards tries to dummy through but doesn't and is forced to play it just shy of the 10-metre line. And the Broncos, for the first time in what feels like forever, are putting in an attacking kick. No, they're not. Short's just taking it up. Not a bad move there from Short.
No, they've pinned the Storm down their end now, and it feels like it has been quite easy for the Storm for a little bit now. Just unable to get points, though. But this is going to be a tough set, and, you know, a bit of heart needs to be shown as Will Kay just fending off Luke Short, going for a run now, and getting his team off the back foot just past that 40-metre. That will help them out heaps. As they go out to the right, Blake Harris goes to Corey Bell. He steps one, cutting through the middle now. Brought down by Sonny Sharp. As the Storm once again attacking in their opponent's half. They go to Trayvon Sakai, who gets an awkward pass on the inside. I thought it touched a Bronco there, but referee says play on. Will Kay just, I don't know, pouncing on the ball. It was a bit strange there. As Blake Harris takes a hit up on the fourth. It'll have to be someone else to do the kicking duties. They go right. James Thorne puts it up high. Justin plays. What's he going to do? Will he be brought down? Yes, he will, but Hopsgood sitting him down. But no matter there for the fullback as now the Broncos with the line break.
Hopsgood's been a fairly good pickup for you so far, Will. With the circumstances you had him, he's not been a bad player so far at all.
No, I mean, wish it could have been under better circumstances that we picked up Hopsgood. Maybe play a couple more Minds games, but it is what it is. And sometimes you just got to you got to play with the hand that is dealt to you. I can't speak as Blake Harris with the ball and finding his way through the line. So McKinnon goes out to the right. It will be Kay. Short ball there to Thorne. Hit off the ball. Luke Short picks it up and a bit of a hospital pass there.
Both sides willing to throw the ball around, and it's only working about 50% of the time so far with both the Broncos and the Storm handing over things as we go. Playing it there for his second. Bakers out to Lillard. Lillard kept fairly quiet so far since he's come in off as a bench prop. Edwards. Oh, not a good pass there from Edwards.
Trey Montakahu away now. Trey Montakahu, will he get away? No, Rakamanu with a great tackle on him. But the Storm, that's the first. 10 out now. As they go out to the right, Nilsson to Manu. Philly, that is. Brought down a great tackle from John Bakers. As James Thorne will spit out to the left. Nilsson, he'll try his luck. He'll push here. Kane Nilsson for the line. On his back, though, a great tackle around the legs from Liam Evans. As that's possibly saved a try. Referee Sonny Tyre sending it up anyway. And yeah, no chance of getting that one down. Sorry, it's Mario McEnroe, rather, around the legs. Liam Evans won't come on until the second half, as that'll be the third. The Storm spreading out to the right now. Trey Montakahu just finding the contact there with John Bakers. So go out to the left. Kay spreads it to Nilsson. He's going to try and go again, but Nilsson put on his back. Fifth and last again. They will be out on the 10 with the play the ball. What can the Storm come up with? They go out to the left. It will be Harris. Puts it along the ground. No, it's a knock on and picked up by Lillard. I'll tell you what, the Broncos line defense, they have been good tonight so far.
Yeah, but those back-to-back sets on their goal line, that will have to be tiring themselves out. And if they're not careful, the Storm, there's still 6 minutes left in this half, and they're very, very quick to score. As Lillard plays it there on the 20. Johnny Sharp tries to break through the line, but can't, and is playing it there for the third over the 30. Bakers, long pass out to Arki, working it up the sideline. Can't really get much further as that strong cover defense takes him down. Ooh, weird little pass there. Sharp back on the outside to McEnroe, playing it there for the 40, and the Broncos, not a bad set after all that pressure they've just been under.
And here's Maverick Oldfield on the kick return. Snicko down on the sideline. How's the crowd feeling about this? There's not been points for a while. Is Adelaide enjoying this show or not really?
They're enjoying the intensity of this clash. You're right. No points scored for a while, but both teams are going hell for leather. Up and down the field almost every single set. And I think they're quietly impressed with this Broncos defensive line. They've been tested quite a few times now, and they've held firm every single time. And I said before, I thought they'd be more pro-Melbourne. And they've swung even further again. Brisbane really making an impact on the locals.
Absolutely. As Wilmot now, inside ball there to Kay. And the attacking kick not on for this set. They're really not making any meters until that last play. Some great Broncos defense. As Harris puts it deep there. Dylan Sharp on the return. He steps one. Dylan Sharp away now. Corey Bell, he'll dive. Sharp's going to extend this lead before half-time. He's going to race away under the sticks. And it will be 18-0 before half-time for the Broncos.
Sharp. Normally he plays 2, and we swapped him around this week. Try to get him a bit more ball, playing in 5. And he's just taking the opportunity and run with it. Good thing there from Dylan Sharp.
Yeah, and the Storm, they're going to find it very hard here to get back in the game unless they score somehow miraculously before halftime. They'll only have about a minute and a half to do it. So it'll have to be a big effort if they are to actually achieve that. We will wait to see, I suppose. Baker's just lining up this kick. Yeah, the Storm just looking a bit tired. They've done that much defending at the start of the match, and their attack is just, I don't know, just missing any sort of spark. They need something to bring them alive here. And I guess we'll see what that is. Hopefully in the second half. Just at least a try would be nice at this point.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if someone gets hit off the ball and forces an error in the last minute and a half, Will. So we're always good for an error just in our first 10, 20 metres. As Jeff muscled back there. Storm trying to force that error I've been talking about. Hopefully by talking about it, we don't have any of those lovely commentators curses, as Arki plays it just on the other side of his 30. Short back on the inside for Jeff as he pushes up through again, making the most of coming back on the field for the last minute or so of the half. Jeff out to Bakers, out to Edwards. Can't get much further, playing it there just shy of the 40. Oliver back out to Brown on the inside to Plays, but he is muscled there, and that'll see us to the break.
Welcome back to SRL TV, where the Melbourne Storm are currently trailing by 18 points to the Brisbane Broncos, which, as I sound surprised, I think most of the fans at home would be as well. It was just a class act from the Broncos in that first half, really dominating and controlling the possession to keep the Storm down on the scoreboard. Snicko Bro is on the sideline. He was down in the sheds with both teams at halftime. What do the coaches have to say, and what were the messages to these two teams?
Yeah, you're right, Will. I had my ear to the door as Justin Plays gets a nice little break. I had my ear to the door of both teams, and it sounds like these captains don't want to share their team information, but not to worry, viewers, I am here. From the Storm end, they were quite disappointed, and I'd almost say angry with how this game's turned out. They had a good opportunity here to really put a mark on this minor premiership, and instead they've let the Broncos march all over them. They want more sternness in the forwards, and they want some sort of creativity in attack, because they got some good line attack to finish that half, and I couldn't get over the line. Whereas the Broncos, they were very happy, but they stressed that the job wasn't quite done. They know the Storm's a quality outfit, and that's going to help as Justin Plays goes over. You can come back to me later, Will.
Yeah, as Justin Plays just off a great grubber kick there, and off the first set in the second half, the Storm have conceded points. That is shocking from them, and it was a good kick there. Who is that? Who is that? Sorry, A-Mac.
That's Kane Morningstar. That's our rookie who came in to replace Corey Boyd.
Right, Kane Morningstar. Sorry, I'm not familiar with your face or your game, apparently. As he puts a great grubber kick in there. And yeah, the Storm under the pump here, unable to score in the first half. And they're going to be 24 points down with just under 40 minutes in. This is going to be a tough ask if they are to come back in this game in any sense.
Yeah, the Broncos are notorious for not being a second half side. They're not really been able to get our subs right for a lot of the games this year, most notably in that massive Titans loss we had earlier in the season. So we really needed to come out strong if we had any chance of stopping the Storm from clawing back like they so often do, pile the points on to the teams.
Yeah, it's Trayvon Takayu just getting ready to kick off once more, and geez, it's just very unstorm-like tonight, the performance. Maybe the home game should have been at Amy Park instead of Adelaide Oval, but anyway, as we have Luke Short playing the ball. 20 out. Going to the right, Bakers. Now goes to Lillard. And now it will be playing the ball, and we'll go back to now to Snicko. Just finishing off those halftime stories that he was telling us about.
Yeah, as I was mentioning, Anthony McDonald and Luke Shaw, the leadership group, really wanted to come out strong here. They knew that Melbourne are a class side, and they're actually knocking on the door of the 8 at the moment, the Brisbane Broncos. Or should I say ringing the doorbell? Ding dong, ding dong goes the Broncos, and right now they're going all over the Storm.
Yeah, and a good kick there from... Oh, geez, mental blank. From Isaac Edwards. Just kicking inside his 40 and almost finding the 20-metre mark there, but the Storm will get the ball. Good patience there from Jack Jimmy. But they need to do something with it here, Melbourne. This will be Will Kay with the first hit up. And the Storm, they've been really lackluster in attack close to the line. They've put a few high balls up, but every time they look like they're going to go in. Brisbane have an answer for what they are, or the questions that they are asking of the defence. So the Storm really need to find something, and is it a player like Mason Remy, who is on the field still, as Will Kay goes left. Phoenix Murphy now. Brought down, that's the 40-metre mark, as the Storm really need to find some metres if they're going to put an attacking kick in on this set. No, they won't. Will Kay brought down by Luke Short, and a good tackle there, and the captain of the Storm not having his best career game to date, that's for sure. As Trayvon Takayu puts a cross-fielder in. As Dylan Sharp stepping one. Sharp, he got a long-range try in the first half, but wrapped up by Corey Bell that time.
Yep. Sharp, not as good of a run as he had in that first half. So Bell, you can't really get around him very easily. So a good start to the set, though, as Sharp tries again to get around Bell. And he's foot race. Bell's got his number, though. Sharp playing it just short of the 20 for his third. Bakers Off to Plays. Plays gets around, knew that the fullback wasn't home, but wasn't able to get through. Playing it there for his 4. Short. Taking up an easy settler, playing it on the 10. Good attacking kick coming from the Broncos, or shank. We're about to find out. Putting it high, putting it deep. Back for Plays, but the defense keeps him out. Storm. Safe with the ball.
Yeah, that's about the best line defense we've had all game, and that is quite something because it wasn't that impressive from the Storm. Yeah, some really good attack there from the Broncos to get down this end. The Storm, they need to show up for the challenge soon. You know, they're running out of time. And when you get into that kind of that space where you're going to be racing the clock, that's not something you want to be doing. As Riley Murray taking a run there. That'll be the 3rd. They go out to the right. Trayvon Sakahu goes to Logan Guys, who just passes the 40-metre mark. They need a huge momentum shift if they are to get back into this game, because they are not doing anything at the moment, Melbourne. As now it's going to be Ryan Wilmot through the middle and just brought down by Liam Evans. It's 5th and last. The Storm. Spit it out to Trayvon Sakahu, who puts the deep kick in, and it's going to be allowed to bounce there by Rakamanu. Rakamanu, he's not going to go for it. Yes, he will, and the Storm...
Oh.
No, he doesn't. He hasn't.
Oh.
And that was... Oh, I'd like a video review of that one, but the Broncos escaped that there. I thought for sure he took that over.
Oh, there must have been not even centimetres in that, millimetres in that. I don't know how that came up, but the footy gods are up there, and hopefully they're shining down on us as we try to work our way out of our half. Up to the 40. The second there with Sonny Sharp. Short. Only got 10 minutes left until Short works his way off the field. Manu back on the inside. Evans out to Sharp, who falcons it and somehow grabs it. Working his way up to his 4th. So we might have had a 7-tackle set, but the Storm defense has been able to keep the Broncos to the 40, and they'll be forced to punt it down and rely on their defense. And Bakers does just that, punts it down to Jack Jimmy, but thankfully the Broncos are able to hold him there, planting him on his 20.
Yeah, the Storm just getting no favours from anyone. Big hit there. It's Luke Short just crunching Corey Bell in the tackle. As now it's going to be Riley Murray through the line. What can he do? Find us 2 halfway as the Storm just trying to get a bit of momentum going. They haven't got any sort of ticker in this game. As they go to the left, Blake Harris now goes to Phoenix Murphy. Driven back in the tackle by Hunt. So that'll be the 4th. Playing the ball. Now to the right, it will be Harris. Awkward ball there to Wilmot. As once again, the Storm unable to get within this danger zone. 5th and last, and they'll be forced to punt it, and things are looking dire with the clock here.
As Sonny Sharp, Dylan Sharp tries to get around, but is forced onto his 20. So we're getting to that point in the stage where we've got that big arm wrestle. Snicko, what's the benches like for both teams?
Yeah, with 2 sets of props about to come in for both teams in 7 minutes' time, and really try and, for the Storm at least, try and turn this game around, because it's been dismal at the moment. They're pacing anxiously up and down the sideline like caged tigers just waiting to get on the field, whereas the Broncos, they're nice and relaxed. They're playing off vibes at the moment. They're up 24 points. They know they're in the box seat, and they're going to get to keep their season alive. And you can tell that in their demeanour, they know that this is it for them, and they've done well enough here to get the win.
Go Mav, as Mav on the outside here. Steps around 2 players, and just a quick note, if the Storm somehow came back and won this match, it would be the biggest comeback, or the equal biggest comeback in SRL history. Previously in Season 6, Round 8, held by Manly, who came back. So, I mean, if that doesn't speak to how well the Broncos are playing and how big a task the Storm have ahead of them, I don't know what will. As Riley Murray brought down there on the 30. That's the 4th tackle. The Storm go out to the left. It will be Blake Harris. A risky play on the inside. Will it pay off? Corey Bell steps 1, but the player that was struggling behind makes the tackle. And I think that's about the only time that a player out of position does you well. As a high ball here from Blake Harris. Who's going to be underneath it? It will be. Well taken by Zach Brown as he steps Corey Bell. Brought down by Murphy. 12 out from the line.
And a really good take there from Brown, who's really having the game of his life so far. Riley Murray. Sit down, Edwards. Riley is obviously practicing for some hits he's going to put on at the Tigers. Doing what he can as short.
Bowls
using the
over one.
precious minutes he has left. Bowls over one. And here we go. Shank or not. Kind of halfway.
Not a bad kick there, but Corey, the chase was good on Corey there. So Corey unable to make any real impact off that one as Riley Murray pushing forward. Brought down the tackle. That's going to be the second. Playing the ball. Out to the left, it will be Blake Harris. Now goes to Lachlan McKinnon. Inside ball to Phoenix Murphy, but can't peel away from the defender as that's the third. Out to the right now, the Storm. This is the best position they've had all half, and it's 18 minutes in here. They'll need to score this set if they are any chance of coming back, as it will be Trey Montakahu playing the ball. Where do they go here, the Storm? They've got options all around the park. They've got playmakers all around the park. It's Blake Harris. Puts it up out to the left. Who's underneath it? It will be Lachlan McKinnon. He can't get the ball away, though. And, geez, the Broncos have done a good job there. You'd have to say they sail this one in for the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, but like I said, the Broncos, they're notorious sometimes for coughing up a couple of errors here and there. So hopefully for everyone involved, particularly our punters who have got Broncos 19 plus, they want to see the pedal to the metal as Lillard works his way up to his 30. Oliver passes to Evans. Evans about to come off in a couple of minutes, finishing off the lock stint. That was a shocking kick there from Edwards. My goodness.
Yeah, not a good kick there, but it's just a matter of if the Storm can do something with it. It's now or never, really. I mean, I said that in the last set, but it is now or never truly this time for the Storm. If they don't score here, there's not much hope for the next 20 minutes, as we're going to enter into this last period. They go out to the left. It will be Blake Harris. Now goes to Phoenix Murphy. Brought down, 15 out, as that's the second. Playing the ball out to the right. It will be Thorne off the head of Remy, but he is able to just deflect. And the penalty there. Do not take the two. Don't you dare take the two. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh.
Well, I'm speechless there. A bit of, shall I say, AI tactics there. That was a bit of an NPC play from the Storm. That was shocking. I'm sure Snicko Bro has a great comment for that one.
Yeah, I'm down here on the sideline. I'm actually really happy that you've gone for the two. They haven't seen any action down this end all half. So they're glad to finally see some points.
Yep, and there it is. Awesome. Thank you, Snicko. At the very least, the Storm with the ball back. At least we won't go this game scoreless, I guess.
And it had to be TBK who made sure he was stat padding himself out there. So,
yeah.
as we got Bell.
Oh, that's a testament to the whole game. And I don't know if that was actually a knock on, but anyway, that was interesting.
Yeah, I was sure that came off his head.
Anyway, there's a ball out here to Justin Plays, and I'll let you take over, Anthony.
Oliver. Oh, risky ball, and Farafili comes up with it. Let off the hook there, Storm, and the Broncos ruined just another chance there.
Yeah, and Marnie Farafili just pushing off the line and getting an intercept, and that was well needed because the Storm, they want to save their for and against at this point in the game. As now it's going to be Will Kay. And they've got a couple more minutes on the field. So he'll be brought down. Down to the right now. It's going to be Guys. Brought down the tackle by Molly Aki and Sonny Sharp as Trey Bonzacaro inside ball to Corey Bell. He steps two, but John Baker's on the inside's ready for him. And fifth and last, the Storm not able to get into this attacking zone. And I don't know if we was going to see a Storm try tonight. As Dylan Sharp, he's going to be allowed a lot of space here. Corey Bell, he's coming across. Can he make the tackle? Corey Bell dives at the Dylan Sharp double. The Broncos are going to sail this in with 30 points to 2. That is just miraculous from Dylan Sharp.
And Dylan Sharp has been threatening to do that all season. He had a double in his first game against the Rabbitohs, I believe. And he hasn't really been to that form until tonight. So moving him to the 5 looks like it seems to have revitalized that young man's attack as Bakers lining up to slot it over.
Yeah, that's shocking defense from the Storm there. And, well, I think we know now, Anthony, this game is well and truly done and dusted. 28 points in 16 minutes or 15 minutes and 40 seconds. That is highly unattainable. And the Broncos, they've just been clinical tonight. The Storm, I think, a bit of a shell-shocked, you know, a bit of an ambush from the Broncos. The Storm weren't prepared for it, so well done to the Broncos. And, you know, obviously we've got a lot of time left, but their season remains alive.
Yeah, and they really needed to do that tonight. Their the Broncos for and against is absolutely shocking. So they need a couple of oh, that was a risky pass. They need a couple of scores like this to see if they can draw back in some of those other teams like the Raiders and the Rabbitohs and the Warriors, who are all sort of sitting around that well, what is it, 6 to about 10 to 11. It's going to be a really close logjam towards the end of the season now as the Storm give away a penalty.
Yeah, just a bit of frustration there from Logan, guys. I mean, you can't blame him. It's tough going tonight, but you just shouldn't be giving away silly penalties and making this situation even worse, you know, where the Storm are sitting on the ladder. They need all the points they can get to try and take out that minor premiership. So stuff like that is just the silly errors. It's just unneeded. So now it's going to go just in place. Now to Isaac Edwards. Brought down the tackle. That's just past the 30. That's the second there. As Eddie Oliver goes out to the left, it will be Brown. Linking up with John Bakers. Brought down the tackle. Just past the 20 now. Playing the ball. Out to the right, it will be Simon Hunt. Inside ball. Justin plays. He steps one. And will be brought down. That's the fourth. As they play it. Out to the left. Anthony McDonald now goes to Bakers. Tackled by Remy and Trayvon Takahu. As they go out to the right, Anthony McDonald puts it up into the back of one player. And take your kicking license away, Anthony.
Yeah, that is why I do not kick. Just like maths, me and kicking obviously do not mix. And I think that'll be the last one I take for the night, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. And Snicko down on the sideline. What expletives is Craig Bellamy shouting? Can you hear him all the way from the ground level?
I can. He heard you commentating about 28 points to come back, and he thought maybe just focus on the one try before you get too far ahead of yourselves.
I don't think I said 28 points to come back. I think it said 28 points and there is no comeback. So there we go. It's Cruz Spencer now with a bit of space. Cruz Spencer's away. Will he get caught? Yes, he will, but a great run there from the rookie. As he plays the ball. That's about the most exciting play we've seen from the Storm all night. As now to Riley Murray, the try-scoring freak, and he's going to go over. That is a great try from Muzza. They'll go upstairs to check it, but the Storm finally have a try for the night.
And it had to be Riley Murray to score. He's found himself a bit of a try-scoring dynamo the last couple of rounds, last couple of games. He'll be very happy with himself there.
Yeah, too bad it was when we had 28 points down and not in the first 5 minutes, but that's okay, Muzza. You've got your try.
Craig's a little bit happier though, don't worry.
I don't think so. I'm scared. As it's going to be Trayvon Takahu ready to kick. And what do you reckon, Snicko? Is 22 points in 10 minutes doable?
I'm going to be honest, no.
Yeah, no shocker there. I don't think anyone thinks that's doable, but I'm not holding on to hope, but maybe we can save the for and against a little bit. I'm sure Anthony wants us to not, because you're currently sitting in negative 82. So I think you said that
negative 82 is not a fun place to be, sitting in 11th place. So everything counts for you and everything counts for us. It's really one of those catch-22 scenarios.
It's funny how numbers work.
As Riley Murray goes out to the left of Phoenix Murphy. And I feel like I've only commentated about 30% of this game, I think. As it's Riley Murray. They hit up there, and just an interesting bit of a tidbit here. Only 2 people at the time of recording this game had taken the Broncos 19 plus. That's Larry Bergman and Cayenne Walker. So they knew what was up this week apparently, and the other 132 of us did not. It's Justin plays on the kick return, and the Storm meeting him there, as this game is just petering out, and you can just see the energy just draining from both teams.
As AMAC works his way over the 40, he's come in for this last little lock stint, coming off the bench. Arki in as prop, can't really get too much further, and working our way up the little sidelines. Fourth tackle on the 20. Oliver, big pass out to Arki, back on the inside, and AMAC smashed, drops it, but not knocked on. So I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Interesting.
As Bakers puts it high. Does Bell have it? Bell's got it cleanly, and the Storm have a 7-tackle set.
Well, it's interesting that all of a sudden, now there's a fire in the bellies of the Storm, considering we are 72 minutes into the match and 22 points down, 30 points conceded. It's an interesting time to start playing. Maybe it's just Mason Remy, maybe it's just me being cynical, but probably not good enough from a team that won the Premiership and is currently first on the ladder. Won't be after this game, you'd think, pending some other results, but yeah, shocker. Absolute shocker of a game. And the Broncos, I can't talk them up enough. Just, Isaac Edwards, John Baker's having 2 really good games. As Cruz Spencer, he's making a name for himself out in the centres. He wants blood. He's a vengeful little bench centre by the looks of it, Cruz Spencer. As it will be Logan Guys playing the ball. 25 out now, the Storm. They're going to go to Trayvon Takahu. Puts it cross-fielder. It curves a little bit for Zachary Brown as he steps one. Phoenix Murphy bringing him down.
And with about 5 minutes left in the half, you'd think that the Broncos are going to play a bit more conservative, try to work it up, try to make sure that they don't let too much more get shaved off this deficit of theirs, but you never know. The Storm, as you've said, Will, have turned up, and they look like they want to force as many errors as possible. As Edwards forced to play it there on the 40, which means he won't be kicking a 40-20 straight into the crowd.
Oh, a big kick there from Zach Brown. Wow. Going to go dead, though.
Oh, yep. So not the kick, but at least it's on the 20-metre set that the Storm get the ball, not the Broncos' 20-metre set.
He absolutely is. It's going to be Corey Bell now taking a run. And just a bit of a fun fact, the Storm haven't lost to the Broncos since season 1. I mean, they've only been here for 4 seasons since season 6 after they got axed in season 1, but still they have not lost to the Broncos since season 1. So this is an even more momentous occasion for the Broncos tonight in Adelaide. That's Cruz Spencer playing the ball. Out to left, Thorne. Now goes to Remy. Driven back in that tackle. That's the 4th. There's Thorne. Goes to Harris. Now to Bell. Bell steps 1. Brought down in the tackle. 5th and last. And where do the Storm go for this one? They will not finish with the ball. And that is just a testament to this whole game. Mixing it up. Not completing well. And handing the ball over in a bad spot.
And the Broncos, like I said, just going to probably try to massage it in, try to get what they can upfield, probably have enough time to put an attacking kick in. But the Storm, they're doing what they can with their defence to hold the Broncos out for the last little bit. Throwing the ball around a little bit. There's Ellie Oliver playing it there just shy of the 30 for his 3rd. Weird pass out to Jeff, who was caught flat-footed, and they lose metres in that one, playing it just short of the 40. Edwards out to AMAC, and he just takes a settler, playing it on the other side of the 30. So probably not enough for an attacking kick, probably a cheeky little punt over. Yep, over down to Jack Jimmy. And he makes it off down the field, but can't get around plays. And the Storm will have the last ball of the game.
Yeah, and the Storm probably just going to finish it off with a couple hit-ups that have not played well tonight. But that is not to, not to say anything about the Broncos. The Broncos brought their A game. They played well. They know they had to play well, and they absolutely ambushed the Storm. They stopped them from getting the ball. They stopped them from getting points in that first half, and they just sailed their way into victory. A great win from the Broncos, 30-8, away from home, all the way in Adelaide. I mean, they stay, their finals hopes still alive. what a miraculous win for you guys.
Yeah, it was a game we came in really heavy underdogs, and I think when you get to the stats, it'll be very much a game of ball possession. The Storm only had 38% in that first half, which is why the first half score is what it is, and they were able to claw a fair bit of that possession back in the second half, but the Broncos still had the heavy weight of possession there with 56%.
Yeah, and you can just see over the stats, and they had more possession, especially in that first half. And the Storm, even at 38% in that first half, a lot of that was in the last probably 10 minutes, I'd say. So they probably had about 80% in the last 10 minutes, and I just brought it up. It was really quite amazing how much the Broncos had the ball in that first half and in the second half as well. The error is very similar for both teams. Broncos actually making an extra error. 30 more tackles for the Storm. 5 less missed tackles, but 10 more line breaks from the Broncos. And I think that's where the Storm went missing tonight. Corey Bell not really getting amongst it. The two wingers not really making many meters and setting them up for good sets. So, when those back three are off, it's hard to get a roll on. On the other side of that, Dylan Sharp, he was incredible tonight. Justin Plays, he also had a very good game. He was cutting up the Storm through the middle, so he did what he needed to do. And Raika Manu, he had a decent game as well. I could remember your other winger for a second as we move on to the stats. And when you do not see Corey Bell crack 200, you know that you're in trouble. James Thorne, he had a good game tonight, but really not much else to say from any of these guys. Not a whole lot of compliments to be given on air. There will be definitely some messages sent off air.
Well, it is signs that it's better to happen now than it is to happen in the finals.
But that's true. Yes.
Yeah, you don't want that. Yeah,